What's up YouTube? Today I'm going to be doing my first impressions video for One Piece. And first off, I have to say One Piece has really impressed me so far. I've finished 16 volumes already. I finished volume 16 earlier today. And I'm at where they're at the Drum Castle with Chopper, and they're doing Chopper's backstory and all that on the Winter Island. And yeah, One Piece is I just feel so stupid for not getting into One Piece earlier, because One Piece is amazing, and I think the reason why it's not so popular in America is because of the artwork, and people like kind of misjudge it, and they look at the artwork, they're like, oh, that's cheesy or whatever, that's cartoony, it's too long, I can't get 50 whatever volumes or 60 volumes, and it's still going, of course. But I think once you get into One Piece, you're kind of trapped, and you're going to get all the volumes, and you're going to watch the anime, because it's just a great story. The characters are great. The story is so well planned out from what I can tell. Eiichiro Oda, my hat's off to you, because you really know how to detail your work. You really know how to plan stuff out, unlike most mangaka, like Kubo. But yeah, Eiichiro Oda is an amazing mangaka, and all the characters look different, and that's something you have to respect. And the backgrounds are amazing. Like, the story is just so good. I think in the beginning, when you first start reading One Piece or watching One Piece, what makes the story good at first is you get all these backstories of new characters, and while Luffy's trying to find his crew, and you get all these backstories, which are really great. But I think the story really starts kicking in about when you meet Sanji, and Don Krieg's crew comes along, and the fight between Luffy and Don Krieg is just amazing. Like, watching Luffy punch through that porcupine cape thing Don Krieg had, and punched right through it just to punch him in the face. That was just so epic. And Luffy's one of my favorite characters now, and Zoro's one of my favorite characters now, because Zoro, he never gives up. He's always willing to keep fighting, and he wants to be the best swordsman, and nothing's going to stop him from being the best swordsman. He never gives up, no matter how much he gets beat up and bloody and beat up, and his legs could be chopped off, and he'd still be fighting. And I really like Zoro for that. And I like all the characters, all the main characters. I like all the characters. And Eiichiro Oda makes you, like, he grabs your attention with these characters and their backstories. I mean, it's like, it just draws me in. I start reading these backstories. Like, when I first saw Nami, I didn't really like Nami at first. But once you get to the Arlong arc and you get to see her backstory, you really respect, like, I really respect Nami now. She went through hell on that island, and her stepmom was killed right in front of her or whatever, and I'm sorry for the spoilers, but I know I'm just doing a first impression, so sorry about the spoilers. But her backstory is just, like, so compelling, and I really respect her now. She pretty much, she didn't care what people thought of her. She just wanted to save her village, and she was willing to kind of sell herself out for it. Not really sell herself out, but she lost a lot of respect, and but she was just doing it to help out her village and help out her people. But I don't want to get into spoilers, even though I already spoiled something. But sorry about that. But yeah, the characters are amazing. Another thing, Eiichiro Oda makes you hate these villains so much, like what these villains do, and like he really like knows how to like get your emotions going, and like, oh, I can't stand that character. I really like that character, and you can really get into the moments with that. I think his best quality is that he plans out everything, and I think this is the only story where I can say that the plot is just planned out so perfectly. I've never seen such perfectly planned out plot, and I really respect Oda for that. Yeah, I mean, I never thought that this would be such a good series, even though I knew it was the most popular and I knew how many people liked it, and I just never wanted to get into it because I was like, well, it can't be that great. I mean, look at the artwork, and it's not very popular here in America and all this stuff, but I feel so stupid now because I should be all caught up with this series. This series is just amazing, and if you haven't checked out One Piece, and you were like me a while ago, go check out One Piece. Go check out the manga. Go watch the anime. I haven't really gotten that far into the anime, but just at least check out the manga. If you can't afford to buy the manga, then I guess read it online, but support it when you can or whatever. Buy the anime or whatever. But yeah, it's just a great series, and I'm almost gonna say that this series is gonna be my favorite series of all time. I can't say it right now. I can't say that it's my favorite series because I'm only 16 volumes in. But if it keeps going the way it is going, it'll definitely be my favorite series down the road. And Luffy is one of my favorite characters. Zoro is one of my favorite characters. I even like Usopp. He's a cool character too. I mean, sure, he's a moron and he's a coward and he lies, but when it really comes down, when push comes to shove and somebody innocent is about to get hurt, he's willing to do what he can to help out, and he's a cool character for that, even though he's kind of wimpy and he lies and whatnot. But yeah, One Piece is amazing, so I highly, 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 highly recommend you check it out if you haven't already. Don't give up on it because you read the first whatever volumes and you're like, well, it's not my thing. Because I'm telling you, you get to where, like, you meet Sanji and Don Krieg's crew and Arlong near the end of the East Blue, you'll really like this series. I bet you would really like this series. It isn't the most popular manga in Japan for nothing. It's amazing. So yeah. And now that I'm talking about the first impressions, I have a quick little update. Since I finished volume 16 today, I got volume 17, volume 18, volume 19, volume 20, volume 21, volume 22, volume 23, and volume 24, which starts off the Skypiea arc. And yeah, so I'm like near the middle of Baroque Works, and so far it's been epic. Baroque Works, the fight with Zoro and the what was that place called? Whiskey Peak. Zoro and Baroque Works were fighting, and he was fighting like 100 people. That was just insane. Like, I want to see that in the anime now, because that fight was just epic. And yeah, so can't wait to finish Baroque Works. I'll probably start reading it right after this video, so I'll catch you guys later, whenever that is. So peace.